Did you click on this video today looking for an anti-aging skincare routine in your 30s? If so, you were in the right place. Today I'm going to be discussing my top 3 favorite products that I just cannot live without in my 30s. My goal is to age with grace, and I hope today's video helps you do the same. If you're interested in these 3 products and what they can offer you, go ahead and keep watching. You are in the right place. Hi y'all, and welcome back to my channel. If you've been here for a bit, if you are new, I'm so glad that you are here today. My name is Caron, and my channel is for those who felt just a little bit lost in beauty at one time or another. I once was there too, and through the magic of YouTube, I learned how to do my hair, makeup, and even find skincare products that work well for my skin. My hope today is that you'll consider subscribing to my channel and even hitting that notification bell so that you can get alerts every single time I upload new videos, which is actually every single Friday. I also have an e-blast that goes out to the Reformed Tomboy family, and they get exclusive content just from me. If you would like to be a part of that, then go ahead and click the link in the description box below and sign up today so that you can start getting stuff from me in your email inbox. I also will link all the products that I talk about in today's video down there as well if you'd like to check them out. And lastly, if you guys don't mind, if you're loving the stuff that you're seeing on my channel, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out so much. Let's go ahead though and jump into today's video. Let's talk about skincare and aging with grace in your 30s. I don't know about you guys, but one of my goals in life is to actually age with absolute grace. I know it's impossible for us to not age at all, but we certainly can do it gracefully, and there's lots of things that we can actually do to help push the aging process back and also keep our skin looking very youthful as we do have a birthday every single year and get a little bit older. So I kind of want to talk about the 3 staples in my skincare routine that I just cannot live without, and some of these actually are even recent finds. I'm talking like super recent, within the last 30 days or so, but because they're changing my skin so much, I had to share it with you guys. And I know a lot of y'all are moms, busy moms, and then I was just gonna say too that if you are 25 and watching this, please heed this advice, because if there's anything that I could go back and do, it would actually be to start using some of these products that I'm gonna talk about today in my mid-20s. It would have made such an impact on me as I got closer to that 30 mark. So do yourself a huge favor and heed that advice today, because I promise you, as soon as you hit 30, it'll help you out so much, and you will hear for years and years and years that you look like you're not in your 30s and that you're in your 20s. And let me tell you something, that is the best compliment that a person can receive. In fact, what kind of actually got me started on wanting to film this for you guys is a couple of weeks ago, I was in one of the local post office places here mailing some stuff, and someone actually thought that I was 17 years old. That freaking made my week. Now, I don't think that I look 17 years old by any stretch of the imagination. However, for someone to ask me and think that, I realize I'm only 4'11", so that could come into play too. However, it was really cool to hear that, and so all I could think to myself is that my anti-aging products must be working super well. So that kind of started the process of me wanting to put together this video for you guys so that you can kind of see what I'm doing to make sure that I stay youthful in my 30s. And I talked about it on Instagram last week before I went in to get my 3rd microneedling treatment, which that video will be coming to you guys in a few weeks. My skin is doing very well. But besides just doing things like that, there are things that you can do in your everyday skincare routine that will help you to age with absolute grace, and that is exactly what I want to talk about today. So I'm going to talk about 3 different things with you and talk about 3 different products that go with those things. So let's actually jump in. The first thing is going to be your eyeballs. They are seriously one of the most important pieces to looking youthful. How many of you guys know, let me ask you this actually, if you've ever been out before and somebody is like, oh my gosh, you just look so tired today, and you have on a face full of makeup, and maybe not even a face full of makeup, maybe you did just a dress down makeup day, but it is the worst thing to hear in the world. They might as well have just told you that you look like crap. And that's exactly how it sounds, and that's how it feels. So one of the things I was thinking about, when people say that to you, there's something you're giving away in your eyes that makes them think that you look tired. So of course for me, I would say that one of the things that I've noticed that kind of is taking place as I'm kind of inching closer to that, I'm not quite mid-30s yet, but I'm obviously over 30 by 2 years, is that my under eyes are starting to change some a little bit. And I would say that I've even noticed people in their 20s that this is an area underneath the eyes that we really need to protect and moisturize very, very well. So the first thing that I want to say to you is that you need to use an eye cream. Okay, again, I'm going to repeat it. If you are 25 years old, start now using an eye cream. I remember getting that advice in my early 20s that, hey, you know, once you hit 25, you really need to start using eye cream on your eyes. It's really gonna help to make sure that your eyes stay looking youthful. And I did not heed that advice. I really wish that I would have. I didn't start using eye cream regularly until this year. So I just want to say to you guys that do it early. Don't wait till you're 30. Do it now. If you are 30 and you aren't doing it, start. If you're 32 and you aren't doing it, stop this video and go get you some eye cream and then start using it tonight, now. Don't wait. It is seriously one of the most important things that you can do for your face, and there's a couple different reasons for that. You guys know that skin underneath our eyes, it's just very thin skin. And so the elasticity, first of all, just doesn't stay. It's one of the reasons that you even hear makeup artists talk about, like, you don't want to pull your skin taut when you're putting eyeliner on. That whole area, just the elasticity really starts to go as we age. And I think we all know that. I don't have to explain anything to you on that. It's nothing new. I actually use something called maracuja oil on my eyes. And again, the same reason that I found this was because I started to notice that I just didn't feel like my makeup application looked as nice on my eyes anymore. They looked dry, they looked kind of crepey and cakey and all that good stuff. And I'm like, okay, this can't be. I need to find something different that I can use on my skin that would actually give me a more smoother, younger, brightening look. And so I actually had done some research and found some of the things, even on YouTube, that some people were using maracuja oil underneath their eyes, especially people that are my age and older. And I thought, oh my gosh, I actually have that. I had gotten some maracuja oil from Tarte in one of my Sephora play boxes like months and months and months ago, and I've used it like spot usage on certain things from time to time, but never really tried it on my eyes. And that was when I started doing that, and that has really changed my life, you guys. It has made my under eyes so much more hydrated. They look youthful. And so this is actually a product that I have been buying on Amazon, and again, I will link it below for you guys. One of the reasons I like this version better is that it is not $50. Tarte really wants a lot of money for their maracuja oil. And so when I ran out of that, or when I was close to running out, I decided to go ahead and do some research on where I could find another maracuja oil that would do the same thing, but that wasn't that much money. I just couldn't see spending that much money on something. So of course, this is a botanically based company, and it's 100% pure and natural. And you guys, it is so much cheaper. It is $12.95 in comparison to Tarte's expensive one. The reviews on it are awesome. It is seriously just a great product to try underneath of your eyes. And the first thing that I noticed within a couple of days of using it is that my makeup looked smoother underneath of my eyes, and my concealers were going on better, and they weren't looking cakey, and my eyes weren't looking crepey, especially at the end of the day. You guys know how it is when you wear your makeup for many hours at a time. It can kind of start to look a little bit rough, and that's a place for me that starts to look rough, and I was tired of that look. Well, this has changed my life. So there's a couple things I wanted to point out to you guys. It even says so here on the bottle. It is not tested on animals. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. There are no synthetic ingredients, and it's cold pressed. It's also in an amber bottle. It's one of the ways that you can tell that it is a natural product, because it's in an amber bottle. So just something to keep in mind. And then of course, you want to just kind of store it somewhere that's going to stay cool and dark. You don't want to leave it out. It doesn't need to be refrigerated, but you just want to store it somewhere in a place that's going to be cool, dark, and dry. Okay, on to product number 2. This is my favorite one. I should have probably saved this for last, but that's okay. I am in love with vitamin C, you guys, and this is the one that I am using by True Skin. I have been using vitamin C for a while. But I will say this, it is a very, very expensive product, and it's one of those things that when I was getting low on the brand that I had this time, again, another research thing, I was like, oh my gosh, I just don't want to pay that kind of money for that. There's got to be something else out there that is not anywhere from $50 to $80 to $100. I mean, vitamin C, like I said, is super expensive. So I went on to Amazon, just like I did with the maracuja oil, and I found this product that I absolutely love. One of the things that's really great about this particular version of vitamin C is that it is in a serum form. The one that I had before that was awesome. I absolutely loved it, but it was more of like, it wasn't a cream, but it was more like a oh my gosh, I don't even know how to describe it. It just wasn't a serum. So this actually is a serum, and I just like the way that it presses into the face a little bit more, and it kind of knocks out two birds with one stone. Serums are great because, you know, they help to reduce fine lines and repair the skin and all that stuff, and I'm actually getting that in a vitamin C property. So this particular vitamin C, a couple of things for you guys to know is that it has hyaluronic acid in it, vitamin E. You will notice that it really does help with the common signs of aging, such as, you know, fine lines and wrinkles. If you have dark spots, like if your under eyes are really dark, I put this on my under eyes as well. If you have age spots or skin spots, you can even put this pretty much anywhere on your body. It is going to change it. And one of the things that I will say, click the link below for this. Go and look at the before and after pictures of people using this product. It is insane. So again, I'm speaking to the 25-year-olds if you're watching, and then of course, obviously if you're in your 30s, you know I'm preaching to you, but y'all start using vitamin C. This product will absolutely change your life. I will never live without it again, and here's the best part. This is $19.99. It is not $50, it is not more than that, it is $19.99. And the best part about it is it comes in a dropper, so I'm really in control of exactly how much I'm putting on my face. And of course, I'll insert a little clip now of me patting this into my skin. I cannot say enough how much that you guys need to be patting in your skin, or patting the products in your skin rather, whenever you are using your products. Don't rub, pat. It works so much better, and you're keeping that elasticity in your skin a lot more than what you are if you're pulling and tugging on your skin. Okay, last but not least, this is kind of a common thing, but I feel like I always hear from people that they don't moisturize. And again, if you're 25 and above, you really need to be moisturizing in general, but if you are not and you're in that age bracket, and especially over 30, can I just say to you, start moisturizing your skin. Your skin is oily because it's like crying out for you to give it some hydration. And if you're not doing that, you're really causing your body to just, well, it's gonna age. There's no other way to say it. It's gonna age, and it's gonna age fast. So what I want to just kind of promote here is that you need to be moisturizing in the morning and in the evening. Now, a couple of things that you can do along with that is that with your daily moisturizers that you have in the morning, those can totally be a lighter moisturizer. For me, I don't use anything really heavy in the day because I'm gonna be putting on makeup. I just want my skin to have moisture. I just want it to be hydrated and youthful and ready for whatever products I'm going to have to put on my skin. At night is when I use my heavier moisturizers because I'm just going to bed. It doesn't matter if my face feels a little bit heavy and I have a lot of products on. I'm just gonna be sleeping anyway, and I just use one of these nice little sexy headbands to go to bed with. That is what I use on my face to keep my hair out of my face, you know, because I don't want to get any of those oils in my hair, especially since I only wash my hair once a week. It's a way for me to keep my hair from getting too oily too soon, right? So that is what I do. One of my favorite moisturizers that I'm using, and this is actually technically a light moisturizer, but I actually like the way that it feels at night, so I have been using it, and it might be hard to see, but it's the Lotus Youth Preserve from Fresh. And so that one, I have a couple things on here. It's good for any skin type, normal, oily, combination, dry, sensitive. It says it's lightweight and it's proven to prevent visible signs of aging, provide 24 hours of significant moisture, and boost radiance with Fresh's proprietary Super 7 complex. It's a solution for dryness, loss of firmness, and elasticity, fine lines, and wrinkles. Anytime I see that word elasticity in the claims, I'm really going to be more driven to try a product like that because, again, we just really start to lose that as we get a little bit older, especially later on in life. I know in our 40s and 50s, skin really changes a lot more. So in our 30s, we really need to be focusing on preserving all of that elasticity that we possibly can. And I really love this moisturizer for that reason. Exfoliating is the other thing that we've talked about on my channel a couple times. If you've missed my video on my favorite exfoliator, I do have it sitting right here, the Bossia Exfoliating Gel Peel. I will link that for you above. Go and watch that. But let me just tell you that is one of the other things that you can really do for your skin is exfoliate. That way you can help slough off the dead skin. You're just producing new skin cells and helping to repair your skin. And that's also gonna help you look very youthful. Think about especially if you live in a colder climate. Think about in the winter when your skin gets dry and it gets cracked and you're like, oh my gosh, I just wish it would heal up. Well, if you're using an exfoliant, you're gonna be getting rid of all of that stuff on there and putting the proper moisturizers on there to help freshen up your skin. It's the same kind of concept. Even when the cold doesn't exist, we still need to go ahead and slough off that skin and make sure that we are turning over new skin cells as often as we can. So we need to be exfoliating a couple times a week. I cannot say it enough, you guys. If you're not doing these things, you really need to start. Again, if I could go back in time, this is what I would have been doing at 25 versus ignoring good advice. And obviously using sun protection on your skin. For God's sakes, if you're gonna be out in the sun, please put sunscreen on. The sun is wonderful, but it really is harmful to our moneymaker, and we want to preserve this as long as we can. I do have a question for you guys. I wanna know if you've used any of these products or something similar and what it is actually doing for your skin. As well as I know that maracuja oil can be used on your hair, it can be used on all kinds of things. So if you've used this for something else, can you guys let me know in the comments what you've used it for and if you like it? That would be great. And that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys so much for joining me here talking about the lovely aging process that we are gonna push back as far as we can. I am so enjoying doing these videos as usual, and so what I wanna say to you is that if we haven't connected on social media, let's do that now. I have a lot of Instagram stories going on, and I definitely talked a lot about this aging process a week or so ago before I started working on the content for this video. So please connect with me. It'll be right here. And then of course, if you haven't hit the subscribe button to my channel, go ahead and do that now along with that notification bell so that you can spend next Friday here with me where we can get just a little bit more girly then. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys next week. #ReformTomboyFamily.